What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Anthony Joshua and the truth about Anthony Joshua. You know, there's been a lot of buzz that's been going around Anthony Joshua right now. Actually, more than a buzz. You know, a lot of information, a lot of material, a lot of stories that has been circulating about this particular man. And the question is, why? I'm going to tell you why. Anthony Joshua was this person that he had many attributes. Okay, gold Olympian, undefeated, unified champion, and endorsements. So he had all the promotional things as well. He was like the modern day Oscar de la Hoya with the promotions with Puma and others that he had, but then times 12 because he had so many. I think he was a record breaker. And then he was doing that all remotely from the UK, and it was transcending through other parts of the world. You know what I mean? And when he lost, people wrote this man off like a bad check. People said, okay, he's a hype train. The hype train's done. The people that didn't like him before, they got stronger. They got bolder. They start boasting more about how they felt that he wasn't who he said he was. He was a hype job. He was a person that he wasn't what people thought he was. He really can't fight. He really can't box. It's smoke and mirrors. And that all came from, other agendas, of course, on their end. But they were the ones that were adamant on, hey, Anthony Joshua is done. Okay. He's a Michael Grant. He's a Jeff Lacey. He's these type of dudes that was knocking people out. But then guess what? He gets beat. Then he's no longer who he is no more. Okay. And the truth about Anthony Joshua is he's his resistance for his own legacy. He's the resistance. He's the guy that said, you know what? I'm not what you think I am. I am a winner. I'm not accustomed to losing. I won't lose like people think I'm going to lose, because people thought he was going to lose. So many people thought that, hey, Andy Ruiz is going to do the same thing because Andy Ruiz has his number, and Anthony Joshua, he's chinny. He's this guy that can't take a punch. He's this guy that, he hasn't been in there with a hard puncher. So, until he got in there with Andy, and Andy's not even known to be a puncher. He's a fighter, but he's not known to be like a devastating knockout puncher, But besides that, that was the narrative. That was hey, he can't take a punch, right? We said he was chinny. You know what I mean? So it was a lot of haterade going on, a lot of haterade. And then people were drinking a lot of that shit. You know what I mean? And the haterade was on sale. They were drinking this. And that's the truth. And then it was really up to one person, and that was Anthony Joshua, that showed, hey, I'm not this person. I can switch up my style, my technique. My game plan didn't work before. I didn't have a game plan before. I just thought that I could run over this guy like I ran over everybody else. I was just winging it. And you can't wing it with certain fighters, especially fighters that has the style of Andy Ruiz. Okay. A countering, quick, aggressive style like that. He didn't know about that, but you live and you learn. You go as you grow. Right. And he's grew. Okay. So with everyone that wanted his downfall, and they were writing him off, they were looking forward to, Ruiz versus Deontay Wilder, or Ruiz versus Tyson Fury, or Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder. So what they were doing, they were looking over him, okay? But patiently waiting to see if he did fall from grace once again. Because for a lot of people, they loved it. They loved it. They glorified it, They seen an opportunity, and especially if they weren't fans of his anyway, they loved it. So they were waiting. They were, oh yeah, come on, Andy. Come on, Andy. Do what you're supposed to do. Get this guy out of here. He's too successful. He makes too much damn money. I don't like his pretty ass. Fuck him. Get him out of here. You know what I mean? My girlfriend likes him. I can't stand him. For whatever reason you didn't like him. It was some reason that, a lot of people just picked one. He's British. He's not American. He has a white promoter, the LDBC guys and all that narrative stuff. You had so many reasons. He has haters, and he proved his haters wrong. And what happened when he proved them wrong? The hate grew, but also the love grew. The respect grew. Why? Because this guy showed you, I can change. I can adapt. Okay. I know how to box. I know how to fight when I need to. I know how to win. Now, that's the truth about Anthony Joshua. So a lot of these people saying, I would have done this, I would have done that, and, he ran and this, that, and the other. Okay. It's Andy's job to cut the ring off, like Deontay Wilder recommended. So let's counterpunch that. And speaking of Deontay Wilder, Wilder has to be in that position to make a statement at all. As long as he's protected, as long as they give him fights and put people in front of him, they're sure he'll fight. He shouldn't say anything, because that's what's happening with him in his career. That's why he can't make more than $3 million a fight. Okay. Or whatever they throw him over on that side of the street. But the big successors of the boxing landscape is Canelo Alvarez, Anthony Joshua. Those are the top two, right? Those are the top two that's holding the boxing scene up. And it's really Joshua now, because Canelo, he fought Kovalev and people had their doubts about that or whatever until he fights someone credible. It will be Joshua, because Joshua, the odds were against Joshua. Okay. People wanted to see this man fail. Okay. But he didn't. And he showed people what he could do. And what he showed people, they hated. They saw something they began to hate. This guy switched it up. This guy boxed. He didn't try to go in for the gusto like last time. Damn it, man. Stop boxing. Stop using boxing logic for this. We want you to get knocked out because we hate you making all the money that you make. We hate that hear headlines of you making 85 million, 35 million, 20 million, 25 million, all that. We hate that. That makes that fucking gives us chill bumps of hatred to hear you make that type of money. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. The hatred is real for that man. Right? And I know why, because I just explained reasons why. A lot of them. There's a lot of reasons, vast reasons. Okay? But Anthony Joshua is showing people that he is the resistance. Okay? So a person that's showing you that he denies to be overlooked, that he is that guy that can come back from adversity. And he's the first to do it out of the big three, the top three. The guys have been in the game twice as long as him, right? But he's had twice the success. So it comes with a price. Defeat comes with a price. But when he wins, again, it's twice as nice. And people see that. People respect that. That's why there's buzz around that particular fighter. And his name is Anthony Joshua, the resistance of someone that totally denies and refuses to lose, to be overlooked. He denies that. Okay. He denies to be overlooked. And for a lot of people, I say to this, don't hate on Anthony Joshua. He's not going to win every fight. And even in the fight he did lose, it was hell of exciting, because there were multiple knockdowns. There were things in that fight. But, he's showing that he's more than what people thought he was. And that's important. But anyway, that's me wrapping it up. You guys tell me what you think about this video. Of course, please subscribe. And you've been Counterpunched. Peace.